We are live. Okay. Forward. Let me increase the volume.
Cool. Open the chat for the reference. So I'll attempt this contest virtually today. Virtually it looks virtually it sounds good because we have time bound, right? Audible for the reference. Yeah. So let me start at 2:40. Yeah, let me start the virtual itself. Oh, I'm signed out. Let me just quickly sign in. I will attempt virtually. Virtual this today's contest. Maximum it's 1.5 hour, right? Yeah. We'll see how many questions I'm able to do. I will move to add coder maybe. Cool. Now we can good to go. Yeah. Let me start virtual participation. Join now. Okay. This is the first question, right? Why it's taking time? Load. 4, 4, 5, 6. I guess three medium and one hard. Yeah. Cool. So question name is maximum total sum of k selected element. Okay. You're given an integer array nums and my bird is connected, right? Okay. So I'm audible. Can anyone confirm? Am I audible? I I'm guessing I'm audible. Okay. Maximum total sum of k selected elements. You're given an integer array called nums and two integer and k and null. Okay. Select exactly k elements from the nums. Process this element one by one in any order you choose. Any order you choose. Okay. For each selected element, independently choose one of the following. Independently choose one of the following. Okay. Add the element's value to the total sum or multiply the element by the current value of and add the result. Okay. After processing each selected element. Okay. After processing each selected element, mul decrease by 1, regardless of which option you choose. The current value of mul has become 0. Okay, the current value of mul maybe become 0 or negative. Return an integer denoting the maximum possible total sum. Okay. So they are like after each selection, mul will decrease by 1. That is what they want. Right. And what is k? We have to select k element. Yeah. So we have two kind of operation we can perform. We have to select first of all, let me write a few things. We have to select k element. Each operation, mul will decrease by 1 by decrease by 1 and it can go, it can be, it can go negative also. Also. Okay. So this is the quick observation. So what we'll do is we'll try whichever we'll do greedy. Yeah. We'll process greedily. What we'll do is It's always beneficial to pick a larger element, right? Because we want our sum to be maximum. So we'll sort array nums dot r regain save. This we sort the array like if you add r, so it will reverse also first, and so it will give sorted in a decreasing order, right? Now we'll proceed. K is always less than or equal to n, right? Yeah. So we want to process k element, right? Okay. Now what we'll do? We have two options. We can add or we can. So let's say current one is just nums of I, and current two is it. What is the second operation? We can multiply and add, right? So it can be nums of I into mul. And after each operation, mul will decrease by one, right? And in answer, what we'll do is we'll add whichever is maximum, current one or current two. I guess this is the solution. Wait, sort? What the fuck? Ah, it's saying, wait, I'm not solving in C. Ah, fuck. I want to solve in C++. Wait, let me just copy those things. Yesterday I saw someone to like how we can switch the language. That's why I forgot. Okay, it's nums. Cool. So for the first test case, we are receiving 26. Second test case 43. And third case is 4. So I'm hoping this is the required solution. Are we missing any information or not? We are not, right? We have independently choose because getting a wrong answer is worse than spending a 2 minute and analyze your code before submitting because we have 5 minute penalty, right? Or just let's see. Hi, white, this is low. Don't tell me it's wrong. Fuck, runtime error. Ah, long. Why I'm missing this silly? We have to use long, right? Multiplication can grow. Hi, Milan, how are you? Still I'm getting. Wait, what? It's long, right? Can't represent in int. Where is int? Everything is long, right? Typecast. We have to do typecast because this is integer, this is also integer. Maybe that's the reason. Yeah, see. Cool. Let me submit. And we got accepted. Let's move to the second problem then. Okay. The question is filter occupied intervals. You are given in 2D integer array occupied intervals where occupied interval I has the starting and end. Start I and end I represents a time interval are during which you are occupied. Okay. Each interval start time has a start and end. This inclusively, this interval may overlap. Okay. You're also given a two integer free start and free end. Okay. Two integer free start and free end. which define a free time interval from free start to free end. Okay, so this is our free time and this is our occupied time. It is given in the form of intervals. Okay, the task is to merge all the occupied interval that overlap or touch. Then remove all integer point in the free interval from the merging occupied. Okay, so it's like we have a say, got it. What the problem statement trying to say. Still, I haven't read the entire question. Let me read first. So we have intervals. So we have to merge the overlapping interval, and we have to remove after merging. Let's say this start from 1 and 3. This start from 2 and 4. Right. This start from 5 and 8. This start from 6 to 9. So after merging, how it looks like, we have to merge this, right? Because these are overlapping interval. It become 1 to 4. This interval become 1 to 4. And if you see these two intervals are also overlapping, so we have to convert into 5 into 9. And I know one of the good tactics to handle this kind of interval overlap. And this is one of the good practice like I have learned. I will show you how it's too easy to do this thing. If you're given input this, you have to output this. There's a tactic I followed and definitely, and it is interesting. You don't need to have to mug up. Just I will let you know how, and once I will code, I will tell you what exactly I am will do. So after this, we let's say we have free time interval. Let's say 1 comma 10. So from this, I guess we have to remove this interval. So we left with 1 comma 3. Then it's also 5, and we left with 9 comma 10. So let's read what they are expecting us. Two interval touch if the second will start immediately after the, let's say, 1 comma 1 and 2 comma 2 touch and should be merged. Okay. If we saw such kind of interval also, this kind of interval also, then also we have to merge. So it's become 1 comma 9. Return the remaining occupied interval in a sorted order. The return interval must be non-overlapping and must contain the minimum number of inter possible. If there is no remaining, then return an empty list. Okay, but what we have to do for this start free time? After merging, we end up with this. Let's see, initially we are given this many interval, and after merging, we end up with this intervals. And our free intervals are this 7 to 11. So what we have to do? Okay, so from this interval also we have to remove this free time. Like we have to be, you can consider as this is your priority of task. You have to complete your task in this intervals. But you said, "Yeah, I will take break from this interval. My start free end, so we'll remove that from this, and you have to output. Yeah, this is cool. So firstly, what we'll do is using this interval, we'll create non-overlapping intervals. So it will be a vector of, you can say pair also, it's fine. Firstly, we have to sort this occupied interval. Dot begin, comma, okay, dot end. Okay, yeah. Let's say this is non-overlapping interval. Non-overlapping. And let me write a small name. Like V is our this is our non-occupied, non-overlapping interval store here. So what we'll do is we'll see for this interval. What will initially nothing is in our so whichever is our first interval, we'll consider as the first non-overlapping interval. So what we'll do is we'll iterate through this occupied interval. Yeah, we'll check if B is empty. That means our first interval is always a non-overlapping interval. So what we'll do is if we check V dot size is 0, that means till now it's an empty list. So our first interval become non-overlapping interval, right? So we'll do v dot push back. What will push here? We'll push the pair, the starting and ending. That is Let me call it x. Current interval is x. Will x of 0, comma x of 1. Okay, and continue. Okay, so we have insert this interval in our non-overlapping interval. Now, what we'll check now? If let's say if I am here right now, right? I'm processing this interval. So what I will check is, does this is coincide with this or touching, because you are given, right? If 1 comma 1 and 2 comma 2, you have to result into 1 comma 2. For example, say if we have something like this, 1 comma 3 and another interval is 4 comma 5. So we have to consider this is an overlapping interval. So we have to return 1 comma 5 for this case also. So what we'll do here is we'll check for the current interval. Firstly we check v dot back dot second. So what this return is, we have already inserted this element right into v. And we know V is not even empty. If V is empty, then we end up going inside this if condition and will continue. If we are at here, that means we are pretty much sure of V is not empty, right? So we can do V dot back dot second and it will give me this element. Now I'll check. Does this element is coincide with this element or it's touching, it's the boundary touch element, right? I'll check if V dot second is greater than or equal to my current element, current means that is x of 0, or v dot back dot second, v dot back dot second plus 1 is equal to x of 0. That means it is a merging interval. So I have to take this element and I have to take this element. So it will merge, right? So what I will do here is v dot back dot second is equal to maximum of whichever, right? So we have merged this element. If these two conditions satisfied, if this condition will not satisfy, that means we get a new starting. That means, say, if this condition is not satisfied, that means we are pretty much sure that the current interval is the non-overlapping, new non-overlapping interval. So we'll push that interval directly. Push back x of 0, comma x of 1. Okay. And that's how we'll generate all non-overlapping intervals. Till now, anyone has any queries? Do you live in hostel? Live in? No, bro. Hi, boy. I'm not. I'm in Bangalore right now. Okay. So for the simplicity, let's not move ahead, and let's just check, are we generating our interval correctly or not. OV out C out x dot first, x dot second. Yeah. And for time being, I'm returning an empty list. We just want to check, uh, for this input, are we getting this output or not? See, we are getting right 2 comma 8, then 10 comma 12, and then 14 comma 16. So what I did here is, let me explain you in picture. Lucid, there is a, I forgot the name. This is one. So what I did here is, let me explain you. We paste out. Okay. So what I did is, this may contain overlapping interval or non-overlapping interval. Okay. Rituraj asking, what's your word per minute? It's 60, bro, not much. It's it's average. It's not good also. It's not bad. It's 60. We can try. Anyone want to interested in speed run? Like, I can say, School B can now play the long pitch up, go increase about home order. I'm fucked up, right? I guess I'm fucked up. Yeah. Interest. Oh, why 62? So, see, if my main concept is what I did in this part of code, if you let me copy this code also for better readability. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm getting a call. Okay. So, we have to generate. See, this interval may contain overlapping intervals. Okay. So we have to generate a non-overlapping interval. So what I did is, let me paste the code. Fuck, this is not correct, right? I think I have to take a photo then. Yeah. So what I did here, it's the interesting thing. See, when I learned first time, I learned from Vivek Gupta. In one of his live stream, he showed this tactics, and it's too cool. Like if you want to generate a non-overlapping interval, so what you do is, where is the pen? Yeah. So we'll create one V. V is initially empty, right? It's an empty list. So what we'll do is, the first interval is always a non-overlapping interval. So we'll push that interval. How to remove this? How can I erase this? This, right? Okay. So what I do is I push this interval. Let's say I push 2 comma 6, right? So this is non-overlapping interval. We are pretty much sure. Now we are processing this element. So what we'll do, we'll first check this 4 is coincide with this interval or not. So we know we have one element. We know like we always contain one and more element if we are at this check, right? So what we'll do, we'll take this 6 out and we'll check if 6 is greater than equal to x of 1. X of 0 means this element 4, right? This is correct. That means we're pretty much sure that this interval is overlapping with our previous interval. So what I did here is, I take out this 6. I'm updating this 6 with, I'm updating this element's second index with maximum of 6 comma whichever is this ending point 8. So what we did here is we just update this 6 to 8, and you will see we have successfully merged these two intervals, right? And let me erase this. Now we are proceeding with third interval. Now we are at here 10 comma 10. Again, v is not null, will not go inside this, right? We are here. Now what we did is we take this 8 out and we'll check is 8 is greater than or equal to x of 0, that is 10. This is not true, right? So then we'll check this. Are this is a touching boundary or not? So 8 plus 1, 9. 9 is equal to 10? No. That means we are not go inside this if also. That means we are pretty much sure the new interval we are standing is the new non-overlapping interval. So what I did here is I pushed this interval. So I pushed 10 comma 10. So similarly, we process all element and we end up with this. No, this we are pretty much sure that whichever interval stored in this V will be non-overlapping interval, right? So this is clear, right? Till now, everything is fine. Bro, what should I choose as a CS specialist or mathematics and a computing for future? It's purely based on your interest and your ability. Like, are you good at mathematics? Thanks, Ritu. Krishna Sahu, right? Ah. Bro, it's purely based, say, if it's the mathematically, in the math, say, in the computer science, there's a vast variety of field also, specialization. You can go with machine learning, you can go with the cloud computing, you can go with database management, you can go with cryptography. So it's purely like if you start exploring such subjects, you'll get to know like what's your current interest, like what's your future plan, like are you getting interest? uh, Some for someone, money is the motivation. For someone, learning is the motivation. So that's all. And bro just started lead coding but can't even solve easy level question. What to do? Bro, you just need to do practice. And once you start with, that's not good. That's not bad. If you're not able to solve the question, that's completely okay. Let me show you my lead code profile. See, why I'm able to come up with such algorithms? Because whenever I'm trying to solve this first time, I'm unable to solve. I have go and learn this tactics, right? And I solved multiple questions based on this non-overlapping interval. That's why I'm confident enough to write this code. If I show you, see, I have solved almost 917 problems, right? It's all everything is on based on practice, right? As much as you can practice, knowledge you will gain, and you will start remembering the concept, not mugging up. That's the biggest mistake. You will start mugging the things. See, I showed you right how I am n- able to code this because in my back of the mind, this is the what process is going on. Once I'm writing this code, I showed you a picture using this pen and paper, right? So this is the way like you will start understanding the algorithm. You will naturally start writing the code. It's not you will surpass your fear. Believe me. Just start practicing and you will definitely surpass that fear that you have right now. So where we are? Yeah. So we have this intervals, right? We have this intervals. Now from this interval, we have to remove our free time. So what we'll do is we'll just iterate through this interval that is stored in the form of V. Okay. There's one more. Debanshu. Debanshu. Is I pronounced correctly, right? Debanshu, bro, I was solving a question. Compact string contain a backspace. By can you please tell me a basic approach that I can? Can you tell me the question number? I can solve. I can explain you. Well, I will explain you, and then you will able to code it out. Just tell me the question number. It's on a link, lit code or where? We'll definitely give it a try. Once, should I solve this question after solving this? Let me first solve the current question, and then we'll solve your question. That works, right? So for what we have to do here is we have to remove our free time from this. Yeah. Okay. So what we do is current interval, right? If it is if this our free time is coincide with our current interval, let me create a final answer. This is a V, right? Let me create an answer. So we'll check first if x of 0 does that free time is coincide with this or not. So I want to check if free time is less than or equal to x of 1. So what I'm trying to check here is, let's say my free time is x comma y. So I'm checking this x is coming in between of this interval or not. That is what I'm checking here. I made a check here. Free time is less than equal to x of 1. If this is the case, that means I have to update my current interval. I have to break my current interval. How can I break it? So my new interval become, if this is not the case, then I simply push that into my answer. An answer in the form of vector of vector. Okay, so let me just create answer vector of vector. Okay, answer dot push back. We have to push vector that is x dot first comma x dot second. Okay. Otherwise, we have to break our interval. So new interval will be we have to push answer dot push back. What is our new interval? That is x of 0 comma free start time minus 1. And the new interval is we have to check if end, right? We have to check now end, free end. If free end is less than equal to x of 1, that means what we have to do here is now we have to push our answer dot, I mean less than, right? I will show you why less than. Answer dot push back, that is free end plus 1 comma x of 1. Yeah. So, and we'll return this answer. It's not x of 1. We have to write x dot second here because it's a pair, and it's a pair, and we can access using x dot second and x dot first. Second, right? And here also this. And we have to push a vector. Okay, so we have messed up something or not? Yeah. So we have initially this. Okay. Then what we did here is, and our free time is 7 comma 11. Okay. So 7 is coincide with this. So new interval become 2 comma 6. We have pushed here 2 comma 6. Okay. And the next interval is, there is a, wait. Got it. Hmm. What we can do is to make it simply to not make it complicated. What we can do is with this interval, we add this interval also, and we'll do merging on that, right? Yeah. See, I tell you what I'm trying to do is here with this interval, I will add my free interval start time and free interval add time, and I'll create a non-overlapping interval, and then we'll simply remove this element. We'll simply remove that non-overlapping interval. Yeah, that will be good. So what we'll do here is dot push back free start free end. Okay, okay. Let's not do this thing for now. Let me comment out. So it make our question simpler. See, now we have two intervals, right? And we know our, so we have to break this interval. Uh, while breaking, now we have to break this interval into this. Now we can perform this, and you'll see you'll get something that is 2 comma 6, 12 comma 12. And what just happened with this interval? I have to check out. So whenever we are proceeding this, see, it is 14 comma 16, right? And this is 11. Yes, this is 11, right? So why it went inside this? Why it went inside this if, for example, say I'm 2 comma 12 and this is 7 comma 11. So we have break this interval into 2 comma 6 and 12 comma 12. This is fine, right? Then we are processing this interval that is 14 comma 16. Okay, so how we break this into 14 and this, it should not go inside this, it directly print this. So there's some invalid check we have inserted here. So what let's check what we did here is the free start time is I see. This is not true actually. We have what we have to check here is free start time is coincide with this or not. Got it. And free start time is greater than equal to x dot first. It should be between this, right? Then only will break. Right now we're just checking ki, is this free start time is less than 16. It obviously less than 16, right? And it should also greater than 14. Then only we can make a split in this interval, right? And yes, we are getting a required answer. And here 1 comma 2. But still, before submitting, let's verify. Are we doing correct? Are we in the right track or not? So, for example, when we make a split, we can make a split uh, if it is equal. If it is a between this, let's say I want to make a one sanity check here. Let's say free start time and the new interval. Let's say it is 14. Free start time is 14. Then what we do here? Let's just a sanity check here. Let's say free start time is 14 and end time is also 14. How it is behaving? And it is not correct, right? See, what we saw is free. It should break at 14. There is some glitch here. So what we have to do? If free start time is equal to first, it should always greater than. It should always greater than. Okay. And what about less than? It should always less than. No, this is also not correct. Let's put here equal. Let's put here equal. And what we have to check is before inserting this, the interval should always greater than x dot first is always less than this. Then only it's a valid interval, right? Yeah. And plus is always less than this. Then it is a valid interval. See, now this is correct, right? Because 14 our start time, the new interval become 15 and 16. And yeah, 1 comma 2, correct. Now I'm feeling pretty confident. Let's see, are we getting accepted result or not? Let me just submit. And we have a wrong answer here. We almost pass. What's the issue here is start is 7 and 10. Wait a minute. 7 and 11. Okay. So output is this. Let's just debug. We'll just debug our code. Man, can we see why this is wrong? So good at programming, you should be good at debugging. So we have this interval, okay? Now we want to remove 7 and 11. 7 and 11. Okay, so we are here. This should be equal to, and this should be also equal to. Hmm. Because 12 is a valid interval, right? See, yeah, this missed. This was I missed, right? Yeah, 12 is a valid interval, right? I haven't put equal to, so it is not considering a valid interval. I hope this is correct now. Let's submit, and we got accepted. So this is how we can debug. Will not become panic once, because we know, right? We are following some tactics. We are not doing hit and tries. So whenever you get the wrong answer in the contest, also you will not get panic. You just have to debug thoroughly. That's all. I'm having a head spine, but just reading the question you are. Oh, that's it. So what's your problem, Devanshu? 842. I'm a middle of. Anyway, let's solve 184. Where is the problem statement? We can directly jump. Oh, we can't jump using problem. We can't jump like using problem number. Ah, this is sucks. This UI will suck. Is he in the chat or he left chat? If he's in a chat, then only I will solve. Otherwise, I'll continue with this. Devanshu, are you? Let me just wait for him. Is he in the chat or not? Yeah, yeah, got. Yes, yes. Okay. Yeah, okay, okay. 844. Lead code 844. Backward string comparison. This is the question, right? This is the question. Can you let me know? Backward string comparison. He mentioned somewhere, I guess. Yeah, okay. So what the question is given two string s and tree return true if they are equal when both are typed into an empty text editor. Hashtag means a backspace character. Okay. Note that note that after backspace and empty text, the text will continue empty. Okay. So see, I understand what question try to say is we have to check if we type this string and this string into an editor, are they end up with the same string or not? See, always try to do use a pen and paper. What the let me take an example. Let me take this as the example. Okay, see how we can solve this question. What has a human will do? Just take you as an example. You will type A, then B came, then hashtag came. You remove this, then C came. So it's end up into AC, right? What's your doubt? Actually, I have solved the question by the way, like I managed to retrieve the non-string via function, runs its two time, and I don't even use new string, just override the question string, but I need 2 pointer. I will tell you the simplest way. Yeah, it's fine. Maybe you solved that question. I understand that. So what you have to do is now we'll type this. What you do is we'll type A, then D because of hashtag. We'll remove this and C. So this is ASC. So these two are equal. So we'll return yes. So what this is the standard behavior of stack. If you know last in first out, right? So what we do here is we'll maintain a stack. We'll add A. We add B. Whenever we saw hashtag, we'll remove the top element. If say there is another hashtag, we'll remove this top element. Let's say there is another hashtag and stack is empty. We do nothing here, right? Let's say you'll get C here, so we add C here. Our stack is empty right now. Right now, stack is empty, right? So we'll do we add C here. Now we'll do same for another string. Let's say question is given A hashtag and C. So we do same procedure. We insert A. As we saw hashtag, we'll remove this A. We saw hashtag, stack is also empty, we'll do nothing. As we see C, we insert C. And you'll see both the stack has the same element, right? So we'll return true. Did you get my approach? It's good approach. That's the best. Yeah. So this is the as you get practice, your brain eventually identify this pattern. See, it's not bad to and but my headache is to solve it without this. I mean, and constant space. Constant space. If you want to solve in a constant space, then got it, got it. Can we solve in order of n? Yeah, we can solve this in order of n. I will okay, in order of one space. Let me think. If we don't want to use a stack, okay, yeah, we can solve in constant. Solve from back of the string. Yeah, this is what I'm thinking. Hmm. And count the number of hashtag and space. Yeah, this is what. So what this Prabin Dev Prabin Dev is suggesting. He just say we are at here. Now we have constant. We maintain a count. Let's say count. So we'll count one, two, three. Now, as we saw any character, if our count is positive here, we'll ignore this character. We'll ignore this character unless and until this count is non-zero. I also know the answer when just iterate the string from the last, maintain a hash count, and count. Just add the element into a string. Yeah, this is what. Yeah. Yes, exactly. It's a good practice actually. You're trying to solve in order of when. But the main issue here is I can override the question string, so order of when. But now the interview asks you to use two pointers. That's the problem. It's not difficult, right? We can maintain. You mean two pointer? How two pointers? Wait, I have to think first. How we can solve using two pointer here? Let's say A, B, hashtag, and C. Both the pointers are here. Okay. Maybe there is a tactic to solve using two pointer also. Two pointer I saw. So what they're trying to say, wait. Got it. Yeah, we can solve using two pointer also. See how. See, you have to maintain both the pointer. Let's say A, B, hashtag, and C, right? And for the another string also, A, D, hashtag, and C. So what you do here is you will maintain two pointer. One pointer is end like pointing the end of the first string. Second pointer is also ending. I will also code this also so for your clarity to clear. See, these two elements are equal, right? These two elements are equal. So it is good. Like we can, it may be equal or not. So what we'll do here is we'll move both the pointers, right? So we saw hashtags here. So for each hashtag, we'll yeah. So for each hashtag, we'll not consider this next character. We'll keep counting. Let's say we'll maintain the count of this hashtag. We'll move this pointer until a next character and we maintain a count. And we'll move this pointer until a next character and we'll maintain a count. Now what we'll do is how many, let's say this is count one, this is count two. So what we'll do is now we are at some character. Now we know we have to discard few characters. How many character we will discard? the number of count one we have right now, and how many character we have to discard in second string, the number of counter we have in second in count two, because that many backspaces we have pressed, right? So we'll move this pointer to that index, like we'll move this pointer backward, the same the count we have in count one. So, and we'll do same thing again. Did you get my point? Count number of has to escape. Yeah, I know. Just okay. Go the top. Yes, there is no way we can say two pointer by default is such as. No, no, it can be solved using two pointer also. That's fine. See, let's just code it out. Did you get what I'm trying to explain here? Just let me know. If you not get any clarity, I can explain you in this whiteboard. Then what we just did here. Let me just take an example. Let's say you have few characters and you have hashtags and then few characters, right? And hashtag and let's say few character. And for the second string also you have something this, right? And you have some characters, let's say here. So maintaining two pointers here, and you will move this pointer. If this is a hashtag, you will keep counting and moving the pointer. And if it is not hashtag, you will check the corresponding character. If they are not equal, so we'll simply return false, right? And if they are equal, so you will move both the pointers forward, backward, one step backward. And until and unless if it is a hashtag, you will keep moving your pointer and keep counting number of hashtags. Let's say this is count one. Let's say this is count two. Okay. Keep counting hashtag. And once you end up in a non-hashtag position, what you will do, you will start discarding that character until your count becomes zero, right? And you end up with again a position. So every iteration we need to return true or false until the last comparison, right? So what you will do is say if it if intermediate is true, then you in future we might end up into false, right? So we'll return true unless and until we proceed our entire strings. Like both the pointers will at zero position. If both the pointer reach at the zero position, then we are pretty much sure that we saw entire string is identical. Right. And if we saw in intermediate some mismatch, that means we are pretty much sure because of this mismatch, this in the future, whatever we'll do with this string, they will never match, right? Yeah, this is what about this problem. Okay, so we solved this also. Let's move to the third problem then. Hmm. So it's like until the mismatch doesn't don't return false, and if there is a till yeah, perfect. Yes, this is what we have to do, Dipanshu. Yes. I see. First of all, first motive is we have to solve this problem. So without any optimization, I thought a brute force approach. Can we solve using brute force? Then in my mind, I came to know like this behavior is exactly same as stack. So I told you approach of stacks, right? Then you remind me that you want to solve into order of one. Then I start thinking, can we solve this in order of one space? So what we saw here is same. How my intuition came into my mind is that okay, yeah, we have to follow stack because my first intuition is stack, right? So what I saw here is if we something proceed from the front, it will override by this backspace, right? So it is not good idea to go from the front. Then I thought, can we go from the backward? So I tried going backward. Then saw if we something we proceed in Like if you something proceed in backward direction, it is not getting override for any future operations. So that's how I'm pretty much sure, okay, yeah, we can do something with backward. Then you tell me this question can solve using two pointer, and it's completely give me an entire solution in my mind because we can maintain two pointer and as I showed you, right? So actually it came with practice also, but if you keep practicing, you will also develop such intuition. It's not rocket science. It's not easy also. It's you require a good amount of practice for that. But if you practice, definitely get to know about such intuitions. See, you have solved this question, right? You have not haven't mug up this question. You have saw how tactics we applied here and get to know, right? So definitely you will solve such kind of problem in the future because right now you haven't mug up that code. You just understand why we have approach backward, why we take two pointers, right? That's all now. But this question was much unique one. Then yeah, this was, bro. Thanks, man. Just join my live streams. That will motivate me to do such live streams in future also. Ah, today I forgot to show my subscriber count also. Good. Now you guys will see my subscriber count also. If you guys like my stream, give it a like to the live stream also. That's how it will reach to more audience. And it'll be fun discussion, right? So let's move to the third question of today Leetcode weekly contest. Question is maximum sub-array sum after multiplier. Okay. So where we are here. So question is saying you are given an integer array nums and a positive integer k. Okay. You must choose exactly one sub-array. Okay, we have to choose one sub-array. Sub-array is always a continuous. No, 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 no. The continuous, yeah. Sub-array is a continuous non-empty sequence of array. We have to choose a chunks of an given input array and perform exactly one of the following operations. So what are the operations? Multiply each element in a chosen sub-array by k. Divide each number in the chosen sub-array by k. Okay. When dividing a positive integer k, take a floor value. Wait a minute. When dividing a positive number by k, use the floor value of the division result. Okay. When dividing a negative number by k, use the seal value. Okay. If it is a negative, we have to seal our answer. If it is a positive number, we have to floor our answer. Return the maximum possible sum of a non-empty sub-array in the resulting array. Note that the sub-array chosen from the operation and the sub-array chosen for the sum may be different. Wait a minute. Exactly one of the following operation. Firstly, we have to do this operation, then we have to tell after performing this operation what is the maximum sum of a sub-array. Got it, got it, got it. Got it, got it. So multiply each element by k, okay. Divide each element by k, okay. So multiplying a positive number is always beneficial. Dividing for negative number is always for beneficial, right? Because we want our sum to be as much as maximum. Thanks, Dipanshu. It's a sliding window question. Yeah, it seems to be a sliding window question to me also. So, wait, let me just close few here. So what we'll do, it seems to be a sliding window question to me also, but how we can move our sliding window? And there's a Khan's algorithm to find the maximum subarray sum. So definitely we'll apply that Khan's algorithm after we applying this operation. Do you guys know Khan's algorithm? It's a good algorithm actually. What we'll do is Let's write down few observation. Multiplying positive number and dividing negative number is always beneficial for us. That is definitely true. Now what we have to do is, what's the constraint? Constraint is pretty high. Okay, so we have to come up with an algorithm which can run n or n log n. We can't go beyond this 10 complexity, right? Yeah. So, and we have to perform exactly one. Ah, I see, I see. If we can multiply, then we have to multiply the entire subarray, chosen subarray. And if we decide to divide, then we have to divide the entire chosen subarray. Okay, this is also case. So we have a choice here. So whenever I saw choice, my mind always getting diverted between greedy and DP. Okay. So what we can do is, hey bro, how are you? I am going to join CSC this year. It is good. I didn't get the context. Are you joining IIIT Delhi for the CSC in M.Tech or B.Tech? Then for the empty stack editor, I used a string filter. Delete each, keep appending at the last. Ah, I see, I see. Oh, B.Tech, definitely. B.Tech IIIT Delhi is the best college. Yeah, that I don't know about Java much, Ritu, but it seems like yeah, it's working code, working solution for you also. So wait, let me take the whiteboard and we'll think what we can do for such question. Let's take input. So what we can do here is we want our sum to be maximum. That means let's say if I choose a random subarray. Let's say if I choose this subarray. So current sum is 7 minus 2, that is 5, right? And if I perform multiplication here, so it become 6 plus 8 minus 4. It becomes 10. So multiplication is good here. And if I divide, definitely it's not good, right? If I divide. So what I'm thinking is, I want a sub array which has, I want a sub array which has the count of how many positive number there or count of negative number there. Or what we can do here is say, got it, got it. Why we can't choose the entire sub array? Maharaja Agrasen Institute of Technology. Oh, I never heard about this institute. See, institute, Tier 1 college, there is one benefit between Tier 1 college and rest of the college. Tier 1 college, you will get good opportunity during placement season. It's in the, yeah, yeah, I heard. Got it, got it. MAIT, yes. I have no, like, Rohini, yeah, yeah, got it. But I have no idea, like, what best college in. Okay, okay. Oh, it seems like a good college. We can check its placement records, right? Triple IT Delhi is in South Delhi, right? We where we can saw placement about placement. Do we have placement statistics? Okay, we have something here, guys. We have something here. Number of digit count. Where is it's in the CTC. It's the CSC where they mentioned like maximum bring from CSC followed by ECEM. Okay, it looks too good college to me also. Number of student place. It's not bad. Okay, so where we are. So my question is why we can choose entire array, right? Yeah. Why see why why that intuition came into my mind. Instead of choosing us a part of array, why we can't choose our entire arrays? Because see, if you choose an entire array, the chances of getting number of positive numbers more and getting number of negative numbers also more, right? So what we can do here is we can do such thing. We can say we choose entire array, multiply by 2, and then find the maximum sub array. Then again choose the entire array, divide by k, and find the maximum sub array sum. Let's try this. This looks too more intuitional to me. And using Hedon's algorithm, we'll find this sub array, maximum sum sub array. Cool, cool, cool. So what I will do is long answer is equal to 0. I will find two answer. Firstly, I will multiply entire subarray, multiply, and then I will divide. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll go through each element of nums. We'll do x multiply into k. Now here, hmm, what we'll do here is for let's not overwrite the element. Group Priyan Chakra was giving a free TLE subscription of TLE student. Try covering that too. You'll also get the question set. If you guys, I can sponsor someone. I can sponsor. If you guys want free subscription, because I don't need, I have taken the free subscription. It's a good. I have taken their level 3 course, I guess. If you want, I can buy and buy for you. See, I have buy already brought this course and I solved most of the questions. I'm still not remembering. Like UI is completely changed. So I solved almost all the modules. It is good course. See, I solved all the modules. Oh my God. Currently, I'm ranking 24 here also. Definitely, we'll do CP31. We'll create a session and we'll solve CP31's question. That also we can do live stream. Right. So, yeah. For dividing, what we'll do? Let's not override the given array. Let's create a new array called A and we'll perform on A. Then A, okay? Auto ampersand X over A. If it is positive, then we simply flow, right? If X is greater than 0, then X divided by K. Else we have to take a seal. X is equal to X plus K by K. This is how we can take seal of any number. Okay, and then we'll create one function, uh, answer one, get max sub array sum. We call this function on A and we have create another variable and we'll call this function and we'll return. Always break down your logics into a piece of code. See, it looks too good, right? And it's not since and overcomplicated. You see, if you write such kind of codes, your brain will not divert it into what this function will do. You will know this will return the maximum subarray sum, and we'll write now. If whenever we are writing this function, we are not worried about what this function is doing, right? We just focused about like, yeah, we have to return the maximum get maximum subarray sum, and we are passing a. Okay, so what we'll do here is max answer is equal to 0 and current. So this is the Kedans algorithm. Hadan's algorithm. I don't know how to pronounce. Max sub array sum algorithm name. It's called Kadans algorithm. Yeah. So what we'll do here is we'll iterate m person a current plus is equal to x. Okay. And what we'll do here is if current is less than 0, then current is equal to 0 and answer is equal to max answer from our current and we'll return our answer. Let's see what does this returns. Oh, we have to return maximum, not array. Max of answer 1 comma answer 2. Getting 14 and we're getting 0 here. Okay. So we have to declare answer the minus 1e. 18. Okay, I will try 887 also. I love girls. This is a unique, two unique name, bro. Let's not do this here. We'll do this here. Why we're getting everything is empty, right? Current is equal to minus 5. Wait. I have to also see are we applying this operation correctly or not. So let's just verify that first. we can do is let's just verify this. See, yes, we are doing -3 divided by 2 is giving me 0. This is not correct. It should give 1, right? We can use inbuilt function here. Still x divided by k and let me convert into double. Yes, we are getting 1 here. We're getting 14 here. Yeah, still I forgot to do plus 1. There's a mathematical way to write still also if you don't want to write this. That is x plus k plus 1 divided by k. For time being, see, I'm not pretty much confident about this solution, but it seems to working to me because see what my intuition is saying to me is always to do multiplication if the number of positive number is larger in our entire array. It's always more beneficial to do division operation if the number of negative element is less than. But still, this depends. So let's give it a try. I'm not sure this will definitely not pass because we are not even have applied a logic here to solve this question, right? Whatever my intuition is saying, I just did that. So for my satisfaction, I'm submitting this and we have runtime error. Okay, we have to use long. We have to use long, guys. We are almost, see, intuition is correct. We are almost past. It's just a segmentation fault. It's not logical error, right? So I have to store this into long. Can I use this case? We did this the similar mistake we did second time, right? We always use long. Okay. Why it is taking time? I can typecast this. One. We can typecast like this to convert an entire thing into long. What the hell it happened? Let me refresh the page. Uh, See how we have built the intuition. Did you guys get my point, right? It is always beneficial to do multiply to positive number, and it's always beneficial to divide a negative number. I know why this has happened here because this is what we can do here is I have to populate like this now. X over nums a dot push back. I have to typecast. Yes. Ha. Oh. Someone is suggesting. I think the current is less than zero. We need not to store, and otherwise we just need to store the tutorial somewhere. I didn't get your point, but let me just try. Let me just try. We just need to do typecasting. That's all. Logically, we are correct. I have just converted the given input into a long, and yes, it is giving output, right? Let me submit, and we have a wrong answer. Oh fuck! We pass almost entire question. It failed one test case. It failed only one test case. This is a sigma moment, bro. We pass 7, 17, 7, 17 out of 7, 18. This is the pro coder movement. This is a pro coder movement, guys. We almost solved this question. Oh my God. I don't know. I'm not feeling bad. I'm feeling happy right now. I don't know why. Even though we are unable to solve this question, but the satisfaction we are getting is immeasurable. Um, I think the main issue is that we are changing different sub-array and finds maximum in a different sub-array. That's why your intuition does not work. No, why we are finding? I didn't get your question. See, what I'm trying to do is whichever is the original array. Let me just remove this. So what I'm trying to let me just explain about my intuition, why I'm thinking this is the correct. Initially, I thought why it is correct. I know what's why I definitely know it's not correct because there's always an optimal way. Let's say instead of choosing entire subarray, if there is always an optimal way, let's say I'm not choosing the first element, I perform the operation on the rest of the and it is giving me a good result. Then instead of choosing an entire subarray, that is what just happened with this last test case. That is what I'm suspecting. But what you have mentioned here, Shivam, uh, I'm not using different subarrays. See, uh, this is you can consider as a black box for now. There is an algorithm that tell you what is the maximum subarray sum in your given input. It is a different question itself. It's the question in itself. If you search find max subarray sum sum in a given array. So this is different question. So if you solve this is if I just paste this code, I'm just trying to say like if you learn some algorithm that is always good to solve this. Say if we can return this, return. I got it. What you're trying to say. Let's just debug. Yeah, see it passed, right? So this is the algorithm that tell you what is the maximum subarray sum. If I submit this, it will accept it. Accept हो जाना भाई. See, it is accepted, right? So how they see what problem statement like how Leetcode problem setter creates a problem. They just combine two easy problem and make a problem a medium. That's what it does. So if you know this problem, if you're able to solve this problem, then say now we only say I am not even thinking about this part because I already know how to generate a maximum. Uh, I will solve you. I will solve 887. Just give me a second. I want to tell you why this is failing here. So thing is, I don't know why it is failing last test case. It should work ideally. Ah, fuck, I haven't updated my text yet. Salt to medium. It's a medium question, right? Medium, lit code, questions, right? Let's solve let's solve 887 and we'll back at this question. Hey Milan, how are you? Lit code 887. Super egg drop. This is what? Fuck bro, this is hard question. What are you expecting from me? Are we able to solve this question or not? We can try. I can give a try at least. I'm not sure I'm able to solve or not. This is the question you want to solve, right? Bro, I'm just a beginner. I completed my Python just now. Tell me what to do. Kanik, I'm unable to pronounce your name. I will tell you, I will pronounce like a king, right? That's fine. So, what you just need to do is you just need to decide which path you want to pursue competitive programming or development. If you want to pursue competitive programming, just start solving from easy questions at least and just get a hands on how this problem competitive programming means. And if you want to follow development, yeah, Nikki Dark, crazy audience I have right now. Keen, icky, dark. What does mean? It is something mean good or bad, or it mean nothing. So, Keen, icky, dark. What I am trying to say is, if you want to pursue competitive programming, Python is also a good programming language to start with. What the fuck? Keen, icky, dark is an anime. Guys, can anyone suggest me? I want to start to watch some anime. Like I'm middle of Attack on Titan right now. This is what the fuck is this? I don't know. Crazy man. It seems to horror anime. One Piece seems boring to me. I don't know why. I started watching One Piece. I watched few of the episodes and I stopped watching One Piece. I don't know because I want something like a training, some kind of training involved, and character gain some energy and do some fighting. That's kind of anime I want to watch. Something like Death Note. Naruto. Okay, yes, Naruto is a good option. Attack on Titan is also good, right? Is the boy, this character is boy or girl? This is boy, right? Hunter, X Hunter. Okay, yeah, this is also good option. Spy Family. Thanks, man. Thanks for the options. I have to note it down somewhere. Wait. Monster Milan, I don't know. I watched half of the Monster episode and I'm not, it's feel boring now. Yeah, he's a boy. Okay. Naruto, I have in my horror data section. This is epic, bro. Respect. Shivam, respect. There's this is a coder joke. It's not easy to understand the later audience. I know anyone, everyone is watching this will definitely understand what that means. Why is mentioning horror to test the algorithm? Solo leveling, yeah, this is potential option. Let me just take a picture, photo of this chat. I want to watch this animes in my free time. Cool, cool, cool. So where we are, I know, Milan. This will not never load. It will load for infinite. I know. It's Stiga. Super egg drop, or we have to debug this. We have two options, guys. Do we go for super egg drop, or should we debug this? One test case. Why we failed last test case? Yes, this is fun. This is also fun because it is hard. Okay, let me try hard. I have to update this text then. Trying hard Leetcode live. You guys can suggest good, like how can we, currently I'm not adding any thumbnails to my live stream because I don't know how to make thumbnails, good thumbnails. If anyone, welcome, always welcome. If anyone has a good graphical knowledge, can teach me. Generate using AI Studio. How? Which AI Studio? Okay, AI should Studio, 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 Google. Let's generate thumbnail for today stream. What the fuck, bro? I haven't explored this platform. It's changed completely. Like, get started. Big possibility in between negative than positive. We can reduce between we get big sum, then that's why it does not work. That is exact test case fail. Yeah, I see. I got it, Shivam. Yeah, because we need something optimal, right? We have to end up with an optimal. Yes, yes, yes. I got it. Big pause in between negative then positive. We can reduce between two. Get yes. I need to change my approach completely then. And how we get that we have to run a sliding window for wait. I think what we can do here is we can run a sliding window or not. Okay, something we have to make static. Pause is positive number. Oh, okay, then let me read again. Big positive in between negative, big positive, not mono or sliding will not work. Yeah, that is what I want to think. Sliding window will not work here, right? We want something to be static. Just fix something and we'll iterate. We have to fix something. What we can fix here? We have to fix something. Let's think. Let me think first. So we want to apply operation once, right? That is for sure. Yeah, DP is the only ultimate weapon I have in my mind. In DP, try every number, multiplying, dividing, and find. Yes, bro. That is the last option available. See, I told you in the once I have read this problem itself, I my mind keep diverting towards DP, right? Because we have a choice. And based on our choice, our future decision is changing. So whenever you will see a choice and your choice makes the difference in your future decision, definitely it's a DP question. Now the problem is, it's not a problem. We have to think how we can formulate our DP. This is a good question. See, you saw here, right? Wait, what the fuck? Where is my submission gone? Where is my submission gone here? Wait, what? I solved these questions, right? What just happened? Guys, where's my submission gone? Where is my now we have submissions, right? Yeah. So we are at the third problem. So if you reach at this point, that means your approach is die. It tried its all best. You can't do anything with this approach. You have to change your approach to survive in this battlefield. That is what this is saying. So definitely we have to try DP here. I want to generate thumbnail. Please, anyone has a good idea how we can generate thumbnails, a better thumbnail. Shivam, I will try this DP. Just let me just learn how we can generate a good thumbnail. Switch search Google, switch to AI mode, generate thumbnail. Wait, what? I didn't get your point. This is Google. Okay, this is Google. AI mode, AI mode. Okay, then I have to tell generate thumbnail. Let's try. Cool, I can absolutely generate a thumbnail for you. Does it identify current stream? Can anyone share my stream? Where can I get my stream link? It will not get right. I can include my face in thumbnail. That is good idea, right? Currently, I am doing a live streaming on this topic. Does it generate? Anyone have tried earlier or not? Did anyone tried earlier generating thumbnail using this? How does it look? I should give my photo or what? I don't have photo, right? I have my photo, but let's see how it will generate. It's already good thumbnail. That yeah, that's what I thought. Let uh, YouTube itself identify a random thumbnail and put. But will what the hell? Nice. It is actually good. Real time algorithm ranking. Yeah, this is good. We can consider. I will see how can I optimize. This is actually good option alternative. If you don't have to put an extra effort to generate a thumbnail. Thanks, bro. Your name is I love girls. I can't say thanks to this name also, but I genuinely want to tell you thanks. I want to solve this problem now. So let me just solve this problem. So we have to generate a DP. Thanks, man. It's so we have a choice. We take a sub array. Yes, bro. Prompt does always matters, not only for generating. If you want to talk with her, Prompt matters, right? Okay, jokes apart. Let's move to this question. So yeah, if you want to solve this question using DP, so we have to come up with an DP state, right? So let me just think what we can do here. Or does DP required here? That is also a good question. We need some kind of 1D DP. Oh, can we write a recursive solution and then we memorize that solution and convert it into DP? Or what we can do? No, trying, not trying. Trying hard lit code medium question with DP. This will actually help the new user, like what's our current state. But does I'm concerned, does this text visible? Like Shivam, how many times you will win my heart today? There's only one heart, and it's taken. It's just a joke. Let me take the hint. See, use Khadan style dynamic programming when the maximum subarray is built from left to right. Okay, if you know, you know. If you know, you know moment हो गया भाई ये तो. This is unique. I haven't say this is the new concept. I I know how to use Khadan's algorithm. I know how to use dynamic programming, but I don't know how to use both at a time. It's a good learning today, guys. I have to learn this approach then. It's a Khadan style dynamic programming where while maximum subarray is built from left to right side. Okay. Ah, I see, I see. So what we can do is at each index, at each index I, we have a choice, right? Can we start our subarray from from current I or not, right? This is one choice. Then second choice is can we go with multiply operation? See, did you guys get it right? So what I'm trying to do here is see, let me do picture. We have a subarray, right? Let's say these are the elements. So at each index, any of the index, I have a choice. Can I start my subarray for performing the operation? Can I start my subarray from here or not? Can I start my subarray from here or not? So 0 or 1. 0 means we're not starting our subarray from here. 1 means we are starting our subarray from here. And second choice is now for the given chosen array, do we perform multiplication or will perform division? This is just a vague idea, right? This is how we can build our intuition. This is how I actually build my intuition. I don't know how you guys do, but this feels good to me. So now we have to think what we can do with this intuition. Are this actually useful or not? That is also a question. This is definitely a good question, by the way. We almost killed this question, but we killed 99.9 like that all. Starting point can be skipped because when we find maximum using cadence, it will take care of. Starting point can be skipped because when we find maximum using cadence, it will take care of. Yes, 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 I got it. Now I got it. You are, yes, that's true. Okay. So starting point, definitely we don't need to take care of. It will take care by cadence. That's true, definitely true. So now we have to change our intuition. Now what we can say, let's say we have this numbers. So now what we can say using the hint given by the Shivam is now we have to think at each index we have a choice. Can we end our sub array here? Can we end my sub array here or not? Right? 0 or 1. Can I end my sub array here or not? If I'm ending my sub array here, then which operation I will perform on that sub array? Multiplication or divide? Okay. This is quite intuitive than our previous. Here we it's everything is dynamic, right? Here we have reduced our start. We have actually reduced the dynamicness of our starting point. Now we have only have to control the end. Do we need to end our sub array here or not? Right? And or we perform multiplication or division on that sub array. Three things we can. Three things we multiply or divide or not doing anything using cadence for all case get maximum. That's it. That's it. I think you come up with this algorithm or you just it's mentioned here. Right, right, right. Four cases. No operation, multiply current, no operation yet, currently multiplying, currently dividing, and operation finish already finished. Got it, got it. This you have to perform. This is good question by the way. The divide value should be computed as a truncation towards zero, floor to positive number, and okay, this we know. Maximum value of all states of all ending positions. So we have four choice. Let me write four choices. Don't do anything, or keep multiplying, or keep dividing, or end your operation here, and your operation. So we have this four state in our DP. Okay, so this is the theoretical way to generate a DP, right? Now we have to generate DP. We have to come up with a formula how we can fill the DP and how DP will look like. So what I will do is we'll need a 2D DP, vector of vector DP of n N is just the size, right, of 4, 4, comma 0. Okay. And we fill with the negative minus 1. It's a long, long. And we fill with the lowest value of 1E8G. Cool. So this is how our DP will look like. It's a 2D DP. Each index has the 4 corresponding choice. Okay. Now, one more thing here. How we can identify the DP is already calculated or not. Yeah, that we take care of later. So to return, what we have to return, I will call it as zero index. This is zero, this is one, we call it as two and three. And we have to perform exactly one operation. So we have to return this for all the index. So for, let me write answer for auto ampersand x or dp of n minus 1. Answer is equal to max of answer comma x to return answer, right? See, we have break down the entire problem, right? And before this, we have to populate our, so we'll call solve with this dp. So I will suggest first learn this pattern building. Yeah, that's true, bro. We have, I'm learning. Try solve 4. It is very easy. Start a problem. Yeah, definitely. I need to learn this. That's why I'm very curious to solve this problem. Oh, you want me to try fourth? Let me try fourth. Third, I will up solve after this stream. Okay, let's solve this fourth one. Let me update the title for the viewers. Skip, skip third. Does this text irritating you guys? Trying fourth hard. Very good. Just let me know. Does this text irritating you or not? Okay, let's try to solve. Minimum time to reach target with limited power. Okay. You're given a directed weighted graph. Okay, that's thanks, Milan. You are given a directed weighted graph with n nodes, number from 0 to n minus 1. The graph is represented by 2D integer array called edges, where edges represent from u to v there is edge, and ti is the traversal time, okay, to travel through that edge. Okay, got it. You're also given an integer power representing the initial available power and the integer array cost of length n, where cost of u representing the power required to forward the signal from node u that through any of its outgoing edge. Okay. And you are also given two integers, source and the target. A signal starts at source at time is equal to 0 with power unit of power and follow this rule. A signal may travel a directed edge from U only if the remaining power is at least the cost of U. No power is consumed when the signal arrived at the node, unless it is later leaves that node by traversing another node. Okay. No power is consumed when the signal arrived at the node, unless it is okay. When the signal is forwarded from node U, the remaining power is decreased by this. Okay. Traversing a edge, this increase the total time by this. Okay. Return an integer array answer 2. Answer 0 is the minimum time required from signal to reach the target. And answer 1 is the maximum remaining power among all paths. And you have to return this. Yeah, this is the standard Dijkstra algorithm, guys. This is the standard Dijkstra algorithm. Let's solve this. Yeah, it seems doable. Money. Okay, so let me solve this problem. So we have to take care of two things: minimum time and maximum power remaining. So we focus. Um, See, if you, my point is here, if you just focus on minimum time, you'll end up with the maximum power consumption. And if you focus on maximum power remaining, sorry, if you try to focus on minimum time, and let's say you have three paths with this minimum time. So from that path, you have to calculate the maximum power remaining. That is what we have to do here, right? So we have two options. Do we solve in with respect to time, or do we solve with respect to remaining power? We have two options, guys. Do we solve with remaining power, or do we solve with the minimum time required? So my intuition is saying solve with minimum time required. First, let's find what's the minimum time required to go from source to destination. Let's say, let me write few things here. Solve with respect to minimum time required to reach target. Now we know what is the minimum time required. Now, now let's say minimum time is, we have calculated this minimum time. Now we explore all paths, right? That is reachable to target having mean having time required is equal to minimum time. Having required time is equal to minimum time. And we'll take among all such paths, take the maximum remaining power. And if we unable to reach target, return -1. Does this intuition okay looks okay to you guys? Does this intuition looks okay? Just let me know. Then we can proceed to code this intuition. Does you guys feel any bug in this intuition? Or what's the time complexity? It actually, yeah, it will work in this time complexity, I guess, right? So let me start. Yeah, thanks, Sivan. So this looks okay to me. So what we'll do is firstly we'll create an adjacency list. of int. Since it's a pair actually. Okay. List of, let's say there are n nodes. Okay. Now we'll iterate through all of our edge and we'll generate our adjacency list. Let's say edges, let's say edge over, uh, let's say edge over edges. Just a minute. Okay. Yeah, I just had a message. So what we'll do is we'll create we just add the edge from U to V. So what is our U? It's just edge of 0. What is our V? That is edge of 1. And what is time required to pass the signal? Edge of 2. So we'll push this, we'll add this edge, push back. What we have to push here is V comma T, right? So this is how we generate the adjacency list. Adjacency list is the way we can have the all information about our graph, like which node is connected to which node. So now, because we are running a Dijkstra algorithm, I don't know the spelling of Dijkstra. Shortest path algorithm name, Dijkstra algorithm. So we run here a Dijkstra algorithm to find the mean time to reach from source to target node, right? So for that, we have to create a mean priority queue of int from. Let me first write the syntax, then we'll update the syntax because we have to store actually a pair here and create a. This is the syntax, I guess. I may had a spelling priority queue, and what we'll store here. First, our priority is time, right? We want minimum time. So first index is we have to store time. Then what we have to store? We have to store time. Then we have to store edge, where it is travel, current edge, that is node. Okay, we have to store two things, right? So we have to store pair here actually. First is the time, and this to reach this node, I how much time I required, and we'll update all the data type. Yeah, so this is our priority queue. So we have a source node, right? So we'll push this source node. Time is 0 because we're starting from that source node, and the source node is just a source. That's source given in the question. Cool, cool, cool. And now the basic dash algorithm will run here unless and until this will not empty. Power, power, how will you track insert it? So power, what I'm thinking is I will calculate power separately. First, I'm trying to check I'm able to reach the target node or not. If I'm not able to reach target node, I will simply return -1, -1. And if I'm able to reach the power target node, what is my minimum time? I maybe there's some better approach than my intuition also because I'm calculating separately minimum time and the maximum remaining power consumption here in my approach. So what I do here is first I will check what is the minimum time required to reach the target node from the source node. That is what I'm right now calculating. So for the Dijkstra algorithm, we need a vector. If you want to calculate separability, you need path. Will you store it? We can run another traversal algorithm, right? We can run BFS. Once we have a time, Shivam, see, once we have minimum time, we'll run again a BFS search and traverse all the paths and track all the paths which has the traversal time is equal to our minimum time, which is generated using dashed algorithm. And for each that path, what we'll do is we'll calculate the remaining power consumption and we'll take the maximum among all such paths. Did you get my point or not? Shivom, 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 Sundaram. So what we'll do is we want distance, like we want time, mean time correct for all the node. Currently will store has a maximum 1E9. Okay. Mean time to reach each node. Currently we say it's everything is unreachable. And what we'll do here is mean time of source node is zero, right? Because we are starting from the source node is zero. Okay. And we push that. Let's not write this. Let's write this. So we push this source node and minimum time to reach the source node is also zero. Now what we'll do here is auto temp is equal to front element. You can just insert power and reduce the node you at each position you will have power. You you can just insert power and reduce node you at each position you will have power. Good good catch. Good catch here. Yeah, I can store power also, right? Same way I'm storing path. Good point. Good point. Let me just store the power also. So what we are storing here, time, power, and node. Okay. Good point. And let me just create a vector of int, let's say max power. And max power initially everything is zero. And max power of source node. And here I need to update a pair of int comma int. The first element of this pair storing time, second element is storing power, and third element is storing node. Let me just copy this and update the data type. This okay, cool. So now what we are doing here is, and for the starting point we have full power, right? POW, like there's no power consumption. The power is equal to zero and source, right? Here we have to pass the source. Let's pass the source here. And let's also update the maximum power of the source node is power. Is power. Good. Are we good to go? Any more enhancement do you guys saw here, or we should? Do you guys show any more enhancement here? Okay, so I assume we are good to go. So let me just pop out the first element, front, top or front. I guess top, right? PQ dot top, PQ dot pop. Now, okay. So this is our parent. So we are at here. Let's say this is our source. So we have to explore its children, right? So I call it. This is parent. What is U? U is just a third element. We are storing node in third, right? So tm dot second. It's a. I want to access this. This is the in respect of this pair. This is the second of second. Second dot second. Okay. This is my node actually. And what's my current time? That is Tm dot first. And what is my power? Current power is Tm dot second dot first. Good. Right? Now what we have to do here is auto ampersand child of this node. Yeah. So what we'll do here is uh, we'll update our. So firstly, if minimum time, if we get a better minimum time of this children, what we have stored here is this time, right? So how much time is required if we want to go to so into new time? The current time is t. If we want to pass the signal from u to v, so that will tell my this adjacency list that is child dot second. This is my new time. So I will check if this is a better time. This new time of this child node is less than it's actually greater than my new time. That means it is good to traverse with this node, right? So what I'm doing here is I'm at this node, right? And I have, let's say, I have three children. So I have calculated how much time I require to reach here. Let's say let's say I'm coming from this path. Right now I'm coming from this path. So I'm standing at here. And I have already calculated time required. Let's say this is T1. If I'm coming from this path, it's required T1 time. And now I'm coming from this path and it required T2 time, right? So I'm calculating is T1, T2 is less than T1. If this is good, then I can traverse with this path. And I push this node into my queue for the later traverser. So that is what I'm doing here. So if my new time is less than my current time, then I will traverse this. Then I will travel this. And one more thing, it should also have the required power. So what is my current power? Current power is P. How much power it will consume? It will consume the same power and cost, right? P minus cost of, let's make it simple. Let's make it V is equal to, so we don't need to write big variable names. So I want to travel from U to V, and my new time is better than my previous calculated time, and my cost is also greater than equal to 0, then only I can travel through this path, right? So what I will do here is mean time of V is equal to new time and max power. Also we have to do this. Hmm. Then wait. I also calculate new power. New power is this. Yeah. So what we have to calculate here is, and similarly, we have to maximize, right? So previously, let's say max power of previous path to this V is less than new power. Yeah. Then we'll traverse to this path. U is equal to new power. Okay. And now we'll push this. First is time, that is new time. Second is power, that is new power. And third is node, that is V. And this is V. Now our answer vector. Vector of int comma int. Sorry, vector of int answer. The answer of 0 is equal to mean power of target, and answer of 1 is equal to mean time we have calculated, and answer of 1 is equal to max target. Its target, right? If anything is 0, if answer of 0 is equal to 1e18 minus 1e18, or answer of 1 is equal to 1, wait, what? Minimum, right? We can give minus 1e9. It's 1e9. And this is impossible case. Then we'll return minus 1 minus 1. Otherwise, we'll return answer. Oh my God, what just happened here? Vector of u. Okay, so there is a syntax error. Greater. What does mean? Wait, I have my syntax somewhere written. Priority queue of int comma vector of int comma greater of int. This is how the syntax is, right? Ah, okay. It's a long. Wow. I have to change everywhere. It's long. Fuck. And let's make it 118 minus 118. Don't tell me I have to everywhere change long. Let's just copy paste. Paste everywhere. Paste. Cool. Anywhere else? Okay. It can be int. Wait, what just happened here? Out of range. Oh, Mangalam Bhagwan. What just happened here? Something goes out of range. What just happened? Wait. Minimum time. This is fine. This is fine. We take we take the parent out. Okay. P. What is P? Okay. This is power minus this cost. Okay. Something is invalid argument. Out of range. How it is possible? Some silly mistake is there. New time is this. P minus cost of node. This. How come it is out of index? This V is always a valid children, right? Ah, okay, okay. That's you. Okay, okay, okay. Yes, yes, you are right. This is right. This is the first test case, right? Wait. One, 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 one. Oh, this is the last test case. Okay. So this is the impossible case. Okay. But it is fine. It is impossible case, right? Let me just print out some print statement. My parent is this. So 0 and 1. Okay. Then what just happened with 1? And what's my child actually for this? For 0, child is 1. Okay. And for 1, there is no children. But still I'm okay. It is printing this. Something is just happened here. Wait. It is n. Okay. It is n. That's fine. Something is happened here. Okay. If my power consumption is like there's more remaining power, then it is good to go with this power consumption. For one, what is doing actually? I want to know. Let me print out new power. It is something is happened here only. Wait a minute. From 0 to 1, I can reach in 3 minutes. What just happened here? Cost of view, right? That is 1. Wait, something is just happened. I see, I see. For 1, it is not going inside this because 1 has no children, right? That's why it is not going inside this. That is completely okay. But then what just happened here? Are we coming out of this for loop or not? It should not explore. We are coming out. Okay, there's something fucked up here, I guess. Let's just print the our calculated vectors x over mean time, c out x and l, and let me just print this max time, max power. Let's see what this vector has populated with. Yeah, it is populating with, right? One E18 actually, and this is one E18. Okay. Ah, got it, got it. No, no, wait, wait. I have to debug. See, it's working, right? -1. This is fine. But wait, wait, what the fuck? -1? How is this possible here? -1. Okay. So for first test case, it is not working. Why it is not working? Target and source both are 1. What the fuck just happened here? Wait, wait, wait. Source and target is 1, right? What the fuck is going on here? Source and target is 1. Then why? No, no, this is different test case, I guess. Yeah, this is the test case. Source is 0, target is 4. Okay. So what we have end up? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. -1. Huh? How? Are we matched up somewhere or what? No, right? There's one more optimization we can put here. If time is already uh, slow gamer, bro, are you ethical hacker? No, bro, I'm not ethical hacker. U is less than T, continue. If max power is just a small optimization greater than P, continue. Why I'm getting -1 power? Wait, let me just try run. 014 and there's another path 0234. 014 and there's another path 0234. 023 that leaves a 4. Okay. 02 and 3. 0 that is 2, 3 and 4. But I'm getting -1. Okay, why? So power I'm storing, right? Where I'm storing power? Here. Initial time is 0. Initial power is total power and the source. Okay. And yeah, source power is this. I'm taking out the first element based on time. Okay. I got it, got it, got it. Yeah, 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 got it. You can reach the same node for different power, same time or different time. Same power, how I can manage the distance. Uh, that we can handle, but see, a priority queue is not prioritizing. So we have to store -1 LL. Wait, wait, I got it, got it. And while retrieving, we have to multiply with -1, and this is fine. Still, we are getting -1. Okay. Critics saying we are unable to reach. You can reach the same node for a different power, same time or different time. Same power may have how you are managing this distinct must store both state. That's true actually. We are storing, right? What we can do is let just remove this. Yeah, that is too much restriction here. Okay, got it. This is too much restriction here. We solve for time and for power we always do maximum. Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll solve for time. The power will do maximum of this, comma new power. Yes. Still we are unable to get the answer. What's the reason? See, I'm starting with 0. Its child is 1 and 2. And it is coming out. Why? Priority queue will handle this 2D distance which we require from node and power for both. Yeah, that is what I did, right? I want priority queue to should store in such a way that minimum power and maximum this. So that's why I multiply with -1. So previously, what we are doing, that's correct. This seems correct to me, but there's some bug. So that's why, and while retrieving, I'm again doing -1, right? So we'll get our original value back. And yeah, I got it. Here also we have to do -1 while inserting. Why still it is new power is 0? Yes. And parent is 4. Why it's saying -1 here? You're getting new power, right? Child is 4. Yeah, see, we are getting 0 here, but somehow this is saying -1. Wait. Something just happened. See, for child 4, we have new power is equal to 0. This is 0. Maximum of if new power is. Then why it went inside this? Are we going inside this found? Let me say found. Uh, okay. Reaching end is important. So time can be ensure enough power to reach target. Yes. Wait, I'm not able to understand this debug. Wait. Child is 4. That means it's printing 4 here. It also calculated new power. Time can be greater than. You mean this? Something is there. Wait, wait, wait. Time can be greater. Yeah, time can be greater. Understand. Yeah, you are right. Time can be greater. So we should not prioritize the time. True, true, true. We should not prioritize the time. We should prioritize the this power. Okay. And among all the reachable path, we have to take the minimum time, right? So you can see here, power is -1. That's why we're storing -1. Yeah, got it, got it. We should prioritize the time. So we need a max priority queue only. Don't say I have to change my entire code to max priority. You PQ, right? Let me just comment out this line for time. So what we can do is we can store power, time, and node, right? We can we should prioritize them, but when we reach a node, when we get two different power, the power we choose need to proceed to next node. Power we choose need to proceed to next node. That is wait, wait. Let me just think instead of guessing. So let's just think what we can. We should prioritize that time, right? That's true. When we reach a node, when we get two different power, the power we choose need to proceed the next node. Shivam, I didn't get your point here. See, for example, say, let's say we are at here, right? We are at this child. So this is our new power, right? So my point is, see, we are traversing both the sides. So why it is not updating to zero? Three. For example, say let's say I have debug right here. Wait. My parent is three. Where is my parent three? This. Child is four and new power is zero, right? So why this zero is not updated in my code? That's the main concern. I am like I am reaching this point, right? While processing this three, it has children four, and my new power is zero, and my old power is this. Let me just print max power of this V is this. Yeah. So my parent C new power is zero. This is this, but now I guess time is conflicting. Okay. Ah, I see, I see. So I have to prioritize the power. I have to prioritize the power, bro. Yeah. My new power is this. And what I have to do with power time now? Yeah, this is what we have to do. So we have to prioritize our power first. See, the main concern is are we able to reach the target node or not? The main priority is to we have to reach the target node. And among all such paths, what is the minimum time? Yeah, okay, okay. Let's see how far we have came here and this should work. This is fine, this is fine, right? Let me submit. And we fucked up. We fucked up somewhere. We just passed 240. We need some algorithmic, yeah, logical error we have. What we can do now? See, firstly we have prioritized the power, then we have prioritized the time, right? I'm out of the idea, guys. Do you have any idea? I have prioritized the time is my second priority, okay? That I can understand. First priority is at least I should reach. And here, if I'm doing this, then I have to do this also. Minimum of this, comma, new time. And I have to pass this, to pass this. Uh, Ubik has some idea. You can store the 2D array, store the minimum time in the array. Later, we can find the maximum power with the minimum time. Yeah, that is what my initial intuition, Ubik. This is what I thought initially, but Shivam has suggested general rule priority one, that's time. Other becomes state. Yeah, this is definitely work. I know like how to code this solution that Ubik has suggested. What we'll do using Dijkstra algorithm, we'll calculate the time. Then using another graph traversal algorithm, we'll traverse all the paths. And from among all the paths, whichever is reachable from source to target on the given minimum time, will take the maximum among all such paths. But it's required more. Two traversal, right? So I thought we can go with something. Yeah, there's always a. I know there's a better way. The Shivam is trying to suggesting. Like we can always store both the things, time and this. Okay, so I have prioritized the time and then power. But my main concern is, Shivam, my main concern is, okay, let me share you my submission here. This. My main concern is if you prioritize the time, but in later part, if it came to same node with a larger time, but this time Our path is guaranteed to reach to target, but because of the time constraint, you're unable to reach the target, right? Now I'm saying one travels and store the best time for each node and the power. Then you can do this. What we can do is the fog is almost 3 hours stream. That's fine. We have to solve this problem anyway, buddies. Yeah, I got it. Got it. Time node remaining power. This is what I'm doing, right? Shivam, this is what I'm doing, right? Ah, got it, got it. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Yes, yes, yes. I got it. I got it. I got. I made a similar mistake on one of the similar question. Here we are missing the information. True, true, true. Got it, got it. So you want see this is my distance vector. Just I want to update this. Yeah, got it. Uh, wait, wait, wait. So what we can do here is the same thing. All state will be available. Yes, true. We have to store all the state. Yeah, why I'm missing this? I did the similar mistake. One of the Dijkstra algorithm question that I've solved last to last contest. Bi-weekly, there is one question. There's one question. I forgot that question name. We need a vector of long, let's say distance of n comma vector of long, let's say p plus 1 comma 1 e18. This is what. But how will store the time here? How we get the time information? We get the time information based on this. Okay. How we get the time information from this? I got your point. Like here now I have all the power, right? All state information. And then I have to do this distance of source power 0. Okay. I got it. I got it. What's the overall idea? Yeah, I got it. Reaching this power is state is stored time. Good. Yes. So now we not have this confusion, right? Yeah. So now what we can say here is Yes, distance will return reachable node X with power Y with time. Yes. Now we have all the information here. Okay, and I've stored this. So now in priority queue, we don't need to do minus here. I guess, yeah. Okay, so for this node, I have calculated this. Let me remove this thing for now. Now this is the now I have to do this. New power is not required now. Calculation new power is not required. I guess, yeah. So distance of new power is also required. Okay. Distance of V, comma new power is less than, is greater than my current new time. Then I have to proceed this node. Okay. Got it, got it. Then I have to just equate these things with the new time, and that's it. Right? We have everything now. Yeah, yeah, got it, got it. Yeah, I removed the condition on the power now. Okay. So now what we have to output is this. Now we have to iterate for auto ampersand x over distance of target. It should be max minus infinity, right? No, plus infinity. Yeah. Distance of target for int I is equal to 0, I is less than equal to p, I plus plus. Okay. If distance of target comma I is not equal to 1e18, then my answer of 0 is equal to this. Okay, wait. I want maximum answer, right? Answer of 0 is equal to minus 118. Answer of 1 is equal to, okay, it should be maximum of answer of 0. No, it should not. Then it should, no, no, this is not correct. Now I have to iterate through all my target, and I represents the power. The answer is just best time is equal to target of pi, and best power is pi. Yeah, this is true. Yeah, this is what I want to do. Correct. Wait a minute. So here what I have to check is if, let me just declare to variable best time. What is this? Best time. So best time is just, yes, got it, got it. This is a nice problem. the second time. So I have to keep in the mind we don't lose the information while processing. So best time, long best time is equal to I want a minimum best time, right? So it should be maximum 118. And if this is less than best time, then best time is equal to this. And let's say long best power is equal to 0 and best power is equal to I. Then we have to return if best time is equal to 118, return -1 -1. Otherwise, return best time best power. Should be power +1. Wait, what the fuck now? What just happened? What's the mistake? That's fine, but some segmentation fault I've received here. Yeah, I got it. Your point. We can put here itself. We don't need else also, right? And put equal to and should be maximum of best power, comma I. Some segmentation, like I'm accessing something out of index. Wait, what? Okay. Something getting overflow. Something is getting overflow. Wait, what the fuck I'm doing here? What's the issue now? We have a distance for all the states. We have generated a existence list, and we have mean priority queue. We have pushed time, power, source, and time is 0. We have taken out the parent. For the parent, we have calculated for its children, we have calculated its new time. This is my children and new power. And if I get a better time, then I proceed with that time and I pass this. Okay, and I'm out of this. Then I want my best time and best power. So I iterated through all the powers for the target. If my Yeah, if I found something better, I updated it with this and this. And if it is still 118, then I return -1. What the hell it is? So wait, child 4 power is -1, and we are not going. So we didn't see this print statement. So power is equal to -1 is not a good option. And new power should always greater than equal to 0. Okay, okay, wait a minute. Hmm. That's it, guys. Thanks you so much, Shivam. Yeah, yeah, that's the another optimization we can add here. If yeah, yeah, t is greater than distance of t comma p, continue. If p is greater, what p? No p, right? P is less than cost of u, continue. Okay. Ha ha ha. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's a beautiful city. It's a good question, by the way. And let's submit and see how far we went. It's a good learning for everyone who has joined this stream. This is a good question we have solved, and we actually see how which kind of mistake we generally make if we try to write question from the scratch, right? Let's not waste the time. Let's see. Let's submit. Fuck. Still, we saw some integer overflow. Where? No, no, no. Don't tell me why there is integer overflow here. Do I suggest learn diff type tuples? It will be really helpful to write clean code. Pair just yeah. Instead of this also we can write array, right? Like we can declare array like this, array of two, because in tuple it's difficult to retrieve the object. We have to use auto always. But if it is array, if you like, if I can convert this code into array, it looks quite cleaner. Instead of this, I can make an array of three size. Like instead of this entire pair, I can convert into array of three. That is also good. But why? This is integer overflow here. You already do continue here, right? There is some integer overflow here. Wait. We can handle that integer overflow actually if I want. See, there is a trick. It's not. It's less than equal to. It is less than equal to 1e18. So I can say t plus this less than equal to 1e18. No. But why we have end up with this integer overflow here? So this is good error. Yeah, your logic is correct. You just messed up some syntax segmentation fault. This is kind of segmentation fault. So you should not worry about this error. Uh, I'm not tired here, but I want to know what we can do here is there is my boy Shivam. Thanks, man. Always saving me. What's your rating? I'm curious to know your rating. You seems a pretty experienced guy to me. Finally, it's accepted. Thank you so much, Shivam. What's your rating, Shivam? Can you share your little profile? I'm curious, like salt for salt. Okay, guys, I had a call. I have to end the stream now. It's almost 3 hours, right? Let me end the stream.